One woman can command 10,000 men. This is how strong women are. All a woman has to do is say, he raped me. He raped me. 10,000 men are going to go looking for that man. If a woman says, he's stalking me, 10,000 women are going to go looking for that man. No questions asked. There's no doubt. Everyone automatically takes her word. If a man says that a woman raped him, everyone's going to look at him like he's crazy. No one's going to believe him. People are going to question his gender orientation. No, that's not possible. See, that's one way that women rule society. Okay, and especially here in America, when you go to a clothing store, you go to the men's section, there's hardly any clothes to choose from. You have to actually go to an actual men's clothing section in order to find decent selections for men. But if you go to your average box store, you see this little bit for men, and you see all these clothes and all these clothing options for women. Whenever you go out in public, okay, if a woman is crossing the street, all the men stop. They all let her go. If a man is crossing the street, all the men, they just keep going. He could be a spot in the road. Nobody cares. They honk at him. They tell him to get out the way. Why are you in the street? But if a woman is walking in the street, everyone stops. Everyone shows sympathy. Everyone shows compassion. If a woman is, trying to find a job, she's got a better chance of getting a job than a man, because she's a woman. If a mother gives birth to a girl, oh, good, I got a girl. You're a girl. You're going to be strong. You're going to be powerful. You're going to be a woman. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. You're going to get educated. You're going to be a powerful woman. You're going to make it in life. You're going to be successful. You're going to be strong, independent woman. But if a mother gives birth to a boy, it's a boy. I wanted a girl. And as the boy's growing up, the mother's going to be like, okay, I got a boy. When it comes to his hobbies, she doesn't care about his hobbies. She ignores him. Any chance she get, she'll have someone babysit him. It's like she's depressed. She has, all kinds of reasons to go out with her friends. She just didn't want a boy. She wanted a girl. As the boy becomes a man, she tries to get the boy to become a transgender woman. She wants the boy on puberty blockers. She wants the boy to dress feminine. She doesn't want the boy to play sports. She doesn't want the boy to learn how to fix cars. She doesn't want the boy to learn how to be a man. It's like there's no positive reinforcement. There's no positive affirmations. There's no, oh, you're a boy. You're going to grow up to be a big, strong man. Oh, I'm proud of you, son. You're going to make good grades in school. It's none of that. None of that. And let's say that it's a single mother. Okay. Let's say that this is a single mother situation. If she has a boy and a girl, she'll give all her attention to the girl. You're going to be strong. You're going to be powerful. You're going to be an educated woman. You're going to do better than I did. You're not going to just go and have kids and be a single mother like me. You're going to get educated. The boy, the son that she has, she's just going to just ignore him. You're just like your dad. You're going to grow up to be a nobody. You're going to be a jailbird. You're not going to be anybody. You're I don't care. I wish I never had you. I wish I had an abortion. I wish that I never met your father. Wish you were never born. It's constant negativity. This is the power that women hold in society. Okay. When it comes to daily activities in life, if a man makes a mistake, everybody's all over him. You dummy, you idiot, whatever. But if a woman makes a mistake, it's like, it's okay. You know, even men treat women better than men treat men. Men treat other men bad. Even men hate men. Women hate men. You know, and this doesn't start, it starts before manhood. When I was in the 4th grade, they had this song, this little rhyme that went something like this. Girls are smarter, boys are stupider, girls go to Venus to get smarter, and boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. It starts with early childhood indoctrination. You know, that girls are taught that they're better than boys. It's not just with the mothers, it's also with the fathers. If the father has a girl and he has a son, all right, he has 2 children, and let's say that they're, you know, he's still married, the mother and the father will treat the girl like, oh, my girl, my special girl, that's my girl, you know, she's a girl, she's going to be strong, she's going to be powerful. But the father will be real hard on the boy, and the mother will just, it's a boy. She'll be hard on him. They're hard on their boys, you know, but they spoil their girls. You know, let's say that, you know, they want a divorce. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, the children go to the mother. Okay, the women control the family court system indirectly. Even though the laws a lot of times were written by men, they're written in favor of women. Okay, the mother gets the children. The mother receives child support from the father. The mother gets earned income credit from the government. You know, the mother gets public housing. The mother gets food stamps. The mother gets single mother incentive programs. You know, the government has all these programs for women, for single mothers. It's like single mother home, you know, for single mothers, you want to buy a house, first time single mother home buyers, here, buy a house, you know, job incentives, back to school incentives, their education programs for women, you know, women, you know, women. But for the father, you know, it's like, for the mother, it's like, oh, you're a single mother. Oh, you poor thing. You have 2, 3 children. You have 1 child. Oh, I understand. It's so hard being a single mother. And, you know, the father always gets blamed. He's always criticized. He's always, you know, accused of being a deadbeat dad. You know, there's a double standard in the family court system. He pays child support. He's homeless. He's living out of his car. You know, he's got it really bad. You know, he's paying he has to keep a job. It's hard for anyone to keep a job more than a year nowadays. If he loses his job, the child support doesn't stop. It keeps coming. He's gotta find another job. You know, no woman wants to date him. He owes back child support. He's in debt. Gotta move back in with mom. No woman wants to date him. But if the roles were reversed, if it was a mother paying child support, everyone would care. Oh, you poor mom, he should have been paying child support. You know, the family court system, one woman gets whatever she has happened to her. People are marching, people are rallying. You have women's rights protests, you have abortion rights protests. You know, you have all of these things in place for women. But what about fathers' rights? No one's marching. What about men's rights? There's silence. Even politically, okay, political parties, both the Democrats and the Republicans and the Libertarians, they all favor women. Okay, the Democrats, you go to a women's rights rally, which is largely Democrat, black women are placed over black men, white women are placed over white men, you know. But when it comes to fathers' rights, when a father wants to see his kid, he has no rights. No one cares. She's not letting me see my kids. It's like, I don't care, you know. Society hates men. Society hates fathers. You know, you look at the economy, okay? The economy is centered around women. Women control the economy. The clothing stores, the jewelry stores, perfume stores, believe it or not, men's fashion, men's clothing is indirectly influenced by women. The real estate market, Most of the time, people that buy houses, men that are buying houses, they're not living alone. They're married, they have children. It revolves around women. So my message to women, okay, you got to stop and think about the power that you possess. You've got to stop this saying that you don't have power in society. When mothers have more rights than fathers,